The courtroom of eternity stands silent. There are no walls to contain it, no ceiling to define its height, no horizon to measure its distance. There is only light, pure, blinding, alive. It does not flicker like fire. It does not glare like the sun. It breathes. Before the throne of God, time no longer exists. Past, present, and future collapse into a single eternal moment. Every breath ever taken, every word ever spoken, every thought ever hidden now waits to be revealed. This is the place where truth is no longer debated, where excuses cannot survive, where masks dissolve. A voice like rushing waters breaks the silence. Not loud, not shouting, but irresistible. Bring forth Judas, son of Simon Iscariot. From the shadows of history, a man steps forward. This is not the Judas carved into cathedral stone, not the painted villain with exaggerated cruelty, not the caricature frozen in stained glass. This is a man. His shoulders are slumped, his hands tremble, his eyes carry centuries of regret. This is Judas, exposed, stripped of narrative, stripped of defense. Once, he walked dusty roads beside the Messiah. Once, he slept beneath open skies with the other disciples. Once, he laughed, ate, argued, and hoped. Once, he believed, at least enough to follow. He heard words that healed the soul, words that silenced demons, words that cut through hypocrisy like a blade. He watched blind men blink in disbelief as light flooded their eyes. He watched lepers fall to their knees, skin restored, lives returned. He stood near tombs as the dead obeyed a voice stronger than decay. He carried the common purse. He was trusted. He was included. Now he stands alone. The light intensifies. Judas, the voice says again, gentler now, but heavier than mountains. You were chosen. The words echo, not as accusation, but as fact. You were not an accident. You were not overlooked. You were not a mistake. The light shifts and memories rise, not like dreams, not like visions, but like reality replayed. A Galilean shoreline appears. Waves lap against stone. Fishermen mend their nets. A rabbi walks toward them, eyes steady, voice calm. Follow me. Judas remembers standing a little apart, not a fisherman, not a tax collector, not a zealot, just a man searching for meaning. Then the rabbi's eyes met his. You. Judas felt something then, purpose, possibility. You followed me, Jesus speaks now from the throne. You left your life behind. Judas lifts his eyes, barely able to meet the light. Yes, Rabbi. Jesus replies, You called me Rabbi, but you never called me Lord. The words pierce deeper than accusation. They cut past actions and land on allegiance. You heard my teaching, Jesus continues. You watched the blind see. You watched lepers cleansed. You saw Lazarus walk out of the tomb. You heard the storm obey my voice. The memories flood Judas's mind. The sea growing calm at a whisper. The wind falling silent mid-roar. Bread multiplying in his hands as crowds gasped. Fish spilling from nets beyond measure. Crowds shouting praise, children laughing, the sick pressing forward with desperate hope. And still, Jesus says softly, your heart remained divided. The scene shifts. A small upper room, dimly lit by oil lamps, 12 men reclining. A basin of water rests on the floor. That night, Jesus says, I knelt before you. Judas watches himself in the memory. Jesus, the teacher, the healer, the one crowds followed,
wraps a towel around his waist. He kneels. He washes feet, dirty feet, calloused feet, feet that had walked miles beside him. Judas remembers the shock, the discomfort, the silence. Dirty feet, Jesus says, feet that would soon walk into darkness. Judas lowers his head. I knew what you would do, Jesus continues, and still I called you friend. The word hangs in the air. Friend. The memory tightens. Bread is broken. Wine is poured. This is my body. This is my blood. The words spoken quietly, deliberately. One of you will betray me. Judas remembers his heart pounding, the silver already burning in his pocket, the weight of a choice already made. Why? Jesus asks now. The courtroom waits. The silence stretches. Judas struggles to speak. I believed, his voice cracks. I believed you would force the kingdom to come. The words spill out now unchecked. I thought if I pushed you, you would reveal your power. I thought you would call down angels. I thought Rome would fall. I wanted Israel restored. I wanted justice now. And the silver? Jesus asks. Judas hesitates. I loved it, he whispers. I loved what it promised. Security, control, certainty. The voice from the throne echoes. You sold the author of life for the price of a slave. 30 pieces of silver fall to the floor. They do not clink softly, they thunder, each coin striking like a verdict. I told you, Jesus says, my kingdom is not of this world. Images appear again. Jesus touching the untouchable, eating with sinners, forgiving enemies. I came to free captives from sin, not to raise armies, not to seize crowns. You wanted glory without sacrifice, a crown without a cross. Judas collapses to his knees. Another memory surfaces, the garden. Night air heavy with tension. Torches flicker, armor glints in firelight. Soldiers breathe heavily. A kiss. You betray the Son of Man with a kiss, Jesus asks in the memory. The words sting now as they did then. In the courtroom, Judas weeps openly. I didn't think it would end like that, he cries. I didn't think they would condemn you. I thought you would stop it. And when they did, Jesus asks. Judas remembers the temple, the priests, the cold eyes, silver scattered across stone. I have sinned, Judas shouted. I have betrayed innocent blood. What is that to us? The priests answered. That's your responsibility. Regret, Jesus says, is not repentance. The words fall like judgment. You felt sorrow, but you did not return to me. Judas remembers the rope, the tree, the crushing despair. Why did you take your life? Jesus asks. Silence. No excuses remain. You placed yourself in the seat of God. You decided when life should end. Peter denied me, Jesus says, 3 times. Another memory rises. Peter weeping bitterly, running back, being restored. And yet, Jesus continues, he returned. Judas looks up, hope flickering too late. If you had come to me, Jesus says, you would have been forgiven. Judas trembles. My blood, Jesus says, was enough for you. The voice from the throne declares, mercy was offered, but you would not receive it. The books open. Pages turn. Names glow, each one radiant with life. Then, silence. One name is missing. Your name, the voice says, is not found in the book of life. Judas cries out, Lord, have mercy. The reply is heavy, final. I desired that none should perish, But you chose despair over grace. Darkness approaches, not absence, but separation. Not fire, not torment yet. Distance. Judas is led away. The light dims, and the courtroom speaks again, not to Judas, but to us. Judas walked with Jesus and was lost. He saw miracles, he heard truth, he felt mercy, but he never surrendered. The voice softens now. Listen. No sin is too great to forgive. Murderers, thieves, liars, betrayers, all can be made new. The cross still speaks. Grace is still offered. A final question echoes through eternity. When your name is called, will it be found? The light remains, waiting.